We are headed to Lincoln, Nebraska, where the Cornhuskers take on number 21, Michigan. And another big recruiting weekend for Nebraska. We just covered one last week, and now we got another one, including number 1 overall. And I know they're getting ready to roll out the red carpet for Kennedy Brown. Number 1 offensive tackle, number 1 overall in the 2027 cycle. Steve, Huskers got a foot in the door here.
Yeah, this is a visit that's been on the radar for Kennedy Brown and his family going back to the preseason. This is not a pop-up visit. Nebraska is one of the schools that's making an early impression in this recruitment. Kennedy Brown has already visited Clemson and Tennessee this fall. Now he gets a chance to get back to Lincoln, get around this Huskers football program. When you talk about pageantry, pomp, and circumstance for home games, Nebraska is second to none in that department. It is going to be a special scene in Lincoln with Michigan coming to town. 2 blue bloods looking to take a step forward here and get back on track. Nebraska, this is a pivotal year for Matt Rule and company. 3-0, achieved a bowl game for the first time in, I believe, 7 years last year. So trying to turn the corner and become one of the more competitive teams in the Big Ten. They're putting together a special recruiting class in 2027. They're trying to finish with a top 10, top 5 caliber class. They currently sit at number 3. Kennedy Brown, one of the major targets coming this weekend. And the Huskers are making an early impression here as they battle heavyweights from across the country.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. Who else are we expecting on campus? Because it's going to be a big weekend for recruiting.
Yeah, a lot of elite targets, some special defensive backs, Juju Johnson and DeVay Williams from California, Corey Hadley, a top 10 safety. DeVay Williams is trending towards USC on the Rivals prediction machine, but Nebraska very much in the thick of it. Certainly one of the front runners for Juju Johnson. They have the number 4 receiver in the country, Matthew Gregory, coming to campus from Pennsylvania as they try and make a move on Penn State. Isaiah Rodgers is the number 8 running back in the country. Nebraska is definitely one of his favorites coming into the weekend. Jamar Thompson, the number 7 defensive line recruit from the Sunshine State, another headliner this weekend. And they're off and running in 2028. Marcus Fakatu, our number 1 ranked defensive lineman, number 4 player overall. He visited in the summer. He's now back this weekend. Nebraska is blowing away these recruits with their relationships that they have with the staff, the facilities. These recruits say it's second to none. And now they're going to get a chance to see a game atmosphere that's going to be pretty unrivaled from an experience standpoint. So if Matt Rule in Nebraska can start winning these big football games because they have the infrastructure, they have the financial support to really be a heavyweight in the NIL arena, they just got to win big games and start getting more players drafted. They do that. Nebraska does have the goods to return to a Big Ten contender, which then makes you one of the heavyweights in college football again.
All right, Steve, you want to make a prediction on this one? Who you taking, Michigan or Nebraska?
I'll go with Nebraska at home. I think that the Huskers are starting to hit their stride this season, have played better each week. Now, if Michigan continues to open up that playbook for Bryce Underwood, we know that they're going to be a smash-mouth team defensively that can make things happen on that side of the ball. We know they got some game breakers in the backfield, but I got some question marks for Michigan's wide receiver room. And so with that, I like where Nebraska stands going into the ballgame.
Yeah, I really like what I've seen from Bryce Underwood. Not yet. Not on the road. Not at Nebraska. I mean, I think he's great. He's going to be great. But I think Nebraska edges out Michigan at home. I'm calling it like a 2 or 3 point game. It's going to be great. Can't wait to see it.